as the Pelicans make the trip in for this one. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined as always by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Caron Butler, Clark's still injured. They're counting the days until he returns.
I hear you, Kevin, but really it's an issue for both teams in regards to the injury situation. So it's a matter of which team can rise up and show the fortitude necessary to play through the injuries and still come out on top.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of sympathy these teams have for each other. I mean, they're going through the same thing at the same time. So injuries a major factor in this game.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Withy is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. Here's Money. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Harkless kicks to Oladipo. No good with the triple. On defense, the Magic. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And if you want to look at one thing that was the key to the victory, Kevin, it was the three-point shooting.
Well, that's a powerful weapon for them indeed. I mean, it makes things a lot easier for you offensively when you're knocking down that three ball.
Evans with the steal. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. Here's Harkless. An 11-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. He kicks to Oladipo to the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Harkless, no good. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Withy passes to Gordon. Traps in the tray. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Money passes to Oladipo. Feeds to Gordon. And there's the pass to Money. Shoots a 3. And that one's good.
And these two just going at it from deep now.
You know, it seems like what's going on here is anything you can do, I can do better territory.
Gordon dishes to Withy. Outside Holiday. It's Davis on the wing. Back to Holiday. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
New Orleans shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers. Impressive.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Here's Money. Harkless the pass to Money. Stolen by Evans. Holiday left side. Harkless with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. The big dunk at the end of the break. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
And so here is New Orleans after the Magic pick up 2. Holiday goes in. Misses from short range. Orlando's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. His finishes can be dazzling, especially Clark at his side.
Well, you look at a guy who doesn't have the height of some other big-time dunkers, and it always looks better, and he certainly makes up for the lack of height with that athleticism.
Yeah, his leaping ability is just off the charts, guys.
He sinks the 11-footer. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
Look how well he led him there with that pass.
Orlando trailing here. We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Monty Williams.
And Kevin, I asked him what he thought would be a key factor for them coming into this game. And he said, well, our length and shot blocking should help. It gives offenses something to think about when they come inside the lane. And oftentimes, that tentativeness can be a game changer. Guys, every team in the league wants that interior presence, and he just explained one big reason why.
Thanks for the report, Doris. Steve, Clark, your thoughts on their defensive focus here?
Well, it's the right strategy, Kevin, because you have to play to your strengths as a team. You can't get away from who you are.
And that's right, Steve. Their strength is certainly what they do defensively. They can rattle folks.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. For New Orleans, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. New Orleans moving it around, and that's a foul called on Money. That is his first foul of the game. Evans kicks to Withy. Evans attacking. Banked in off the glass. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Money. 7 points in the game. Good. Money's got 9 points.
Well, that shot keeps him at 100% from the field this quarter.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Davis sets a screen. Holiday dishes to Evans. Davis setting the pick for Evans. The wide open look here for Holiday. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. 9 points for Drew Holiday. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Evans on the double team. It's Oladipo on the wing. Pass to Low. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Here's Holiday. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers.
Kevin, his passing is what blew me away. I mean, to see him orchestrate their offense so impeccably, that was a sight to behold.
Now here is Davis. Evans outside. Kicks it to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. And that is good. Holiday's got 11.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
The Magic trail by 4. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. Well, you look at Money, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Well, all you have to do is point to his name at the top of the list. What a season it's been for him. He's been amazing.
So it's the Pelicans now. Holiday attacking, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And here we can check out the story on Mo Harkless. Solid year underway for him. He's averaging 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you really can't find much fault with him as far as his performances lately.
Yeah, he's been very, very dependable, steady, doing pretty much everything they've asked of him.
And the Magic making a change here. Fry's checked in. The Magic have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Didn't think that was going to go in. And 12 points for Money.
He's got the firepower, feeling the rhythm here, going 5 for 5 so far.
Yeah, everything seems to be working. He's in a nice groove.
Now here's Gordon. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. And it's Evans missing.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Davis with the double team. Here's Fry. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket. Moment here to take a look at some stats for Anthony Davis. 6th in blocks, and he's been a terrific rebounder in the top 10 in that category per game.
You know, Steve, he's doing what very few players in the league are really capable of, and that's impacting games through his low-post defensive presence. And he's one of the best shot blockers in the game in terms of his ranking, so no surprise.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 13. Pass to Davis. Evans outside. Ripped away. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
He sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
The Pelicans trail. Holiday with it, averaging 12 points a game. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
So for the Pelicans, Davis is checked in for Withy. Anderson comes in for Davis. And Nate Robinson is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Johnson, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. 4 on the clock. And here's Anderson from the arc. And again, no good by New Orleans.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen him hit those in the past, but like you said, the defender was on him like glue. It would have been quite a bucket. Look out, guys. I mean, I think there's a lot more where that came from. When he gets it going like this, it is not easy to slow him down.
Fournier's checked in for Victor Oladipo. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at San Antonio, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, 7.5 games behind.
When I look at New Orleans, the thing with them is they haven't really established an identity for themselves as a team. They never have seemed to come up with a plan and stick to it for very long. They've been all over the place in terms of their identity.
And I put that on the coaching staff more than anyone else, Clark. A coherent strategy has to be in place, or it's impossible to climb up the standings. Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Here's Money, 14 points for him. The feed to Fry, right wing. Here's Harkless. And it's off from three-point range. For New Orleans, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. A shot by Johnson, no good.
That was a layup. And you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Fournier passes to Gordon, and the shot is good.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Now, here is Robinson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Robinson's got 6.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Money. He's already got 14 points and the 2 nice steals as well. Not missing much. In fact, hitting just about everything he's taken.
Can he keep this up? Wow.
And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across. That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Well, they've got to meet the energy that they're facing right now. So important to battle on the board.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Peyton, he's checked in for Orlando. Pelicans on D. Here's Money. Nailed from three-point land. Money's got 17. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game. And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you some open looks like that one.
Fires from deep. Pelicans with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, it seemed to me their three-point shooting was their own worst enemy in that game, Clark. I mean, even their wide-open looks weren't falling.
Yeah, and I'm sure when they think back on that game, Steve, their main regret is going to be that they didn't get away from the three-point shot early on. They kept going to it.
Here's Money. He's got 17. They double him with Rivers. Pass to Fournier. Here's Money. Shot clock at 6. And Nate Robinson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Off the pick. That one bounces around and comes back out.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Anderson outside. No good. And Orlando the other way now. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Well, last year these teams split the 2 games they played, something we see so often in these interconference series.
Clock management. This is where, Steve, they can get a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. As long as the first one's a good one, and now you play D, you get the ball back, one more shot. That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Robinson up top. He has 6. Rivers against Payton. Davis with a screen on Payton. Johnson in the corner. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Fry.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick. Just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long. 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Over to the wing. Here's Money. He's guarded by Rivers. Dishes it to Fournier. That's good. Now it's a 5-point Magic lead.
Finding the open man every trip down the floor.
Certainly seems like he's doing that, Steve. I mean, it's been a great passing day for him.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Orlando out in front, up 5. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center.
The NBA season pushes on. John Wall and the Washington Wizards go on the road to do battle with the Orlando Magic this Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Both teams making substitutions here. Oladipo and Harkless at the 2 and the 3. And there's Gordon, and there's Money. And it's Low in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's who's out there for Orlando. The Pelicans have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
What a game for Holiday. He has 17 points, but he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their mind. If they're going to close out on him quicker, that should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Nets really lit it up. He had 67 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
Orlando leading by 4. Oladipo with a screen on Holiday. Money.
Look out. Watch out.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Martin?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Nice hops and determination that time, Clark, to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
Here's Evans. The Magic getting the bucket. They set the screen. 5 to shoot. Holiday with another miss.
Well, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Magic lead.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical. Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Offensive rebound. Harkless with the bucket. Harkless has got the lead up to 10 now for the Magic.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Scooped up. Withy, no good with the layup. Orlando leading by 10. Here's Money. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him.
Well, after knocking down 3 3-pointers last quarter, he's starting to lose the range a little bit.
Holiday goes in. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
A moment here now to see how the numbers look for Oladipo. Second in field goal percentage. And he's number 3 in the league at 3-point field goal shooting, so he has really been on fire.
Let's look at his phenomenal field goal percentage again, Steve. I mean, that's really a function of good teammates, a good system, but most of it is just taking good shots and making most of them.
And Orlando making a change here. Fry's checked in, and then for New Orleans, Glenn Davis is checked in for Withy. Anderson comes in for Tyreek Evans. Robinson is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Oladipo. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Well, he's been an 80% free throw shooter on the season. I mean, he's shot the ball with confidence from the stripe.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 9. And here is Robinson. 6 points for him. And yes, sir, that one drops. Robinson's got 8 points.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
And yes, sir, that one drops. And that's now 24 points for Money.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Robinson goes in.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Now here's Gordon after the miss from Money. Davis, shot denied. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And an interesting look here at the top assisting point guards this season. Setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. Well, you look at Money, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
You know, for the purists out there, he has really been fun to watch with the ball in his hands. He can make any pass on the court, and he creates so many easy baskets for his teammates.
Yeah, you know, I'd love to know, Steve, how many of their baskets have come as a direct result of one of his passes. I know it's a bunch. Their offense isn't near what it is without him at the wheel.
Orlando leading by 7. He feeds it to Fry. That's good.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
And so here is New Orleans. The Magic getting the bucket. Gordon kicks to Robinson. And there's the rejection. But he stays with it. Shot clock at 6. Johnson, that's for 2. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Money. 24 points for him. Throws it up high. It's tipped.
And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they got to hurry. Step on the gas here.
Goes up on the high post. Anderson dishes to Davis. The pass to Robinson. Eric Gordon on the wing, averaging 13 points a contest. Goes back up. This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, he shoots the ball with a lot of confidence from the line. He's very comfortable there, 84% on the season.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
And so he hits both. Here's Money. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Gordon's got 10 points in the game. Puts up the prayer. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Magic lead by 7. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude going to be when you come out to play this second?
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second.
Now the second half about to start up. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Yeah, he was on a mission there in the first half, just trying to get into the lane every time possible.
Aggressive attacking basketball at its very best.
Well, we've got a minute left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Pelican 5 right now. The backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Evans and Davis are your small and power forwards. And it's Withy in at the 5 down low. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Pushing it up. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Now here's Evans. Holiday the pass to Gordon. Now Evans back to Gordon for the 3. It's rebounded by Money.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see they recognize that, Clark. I mean, they are not going to give him that look.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Well, you know what? He could have fouled that up going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup.
Gordon kicks to Withy. Back to Gordon. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. It's stolen by Oladipo. And it's Gordon penetrating. Davis with the double team. The dish now to Oladipo. He kicks to Harkless. Out to the wing. From beyond the arc. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. Knocks it loose. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
Pelicans trail by 16. Outside Holiday. Here's Davis. That one's off. Still out of sync.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now, here's Oladipo. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Here's Money. He's got 32. Harkless the pass to Money. To the wing right side. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
Now here's Gordon. 5 points in the game. Feeds it to Davis. At the elbow, it's Gordon. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And Oladipo kicks to Harkless. Passes it to Money. Evans on the double team. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. And Harkless with the basket on the assist by Oladipo. That's 12 points here for Harkless.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Kicks it to Davis. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
And while we have a chance, let's check out some stats for Tyreek Evans. He's averaging 10 points per game, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, I think, guys, when you look overall at his contributions.
Yeah, and he's always looking to raise his game, and that's what you see in his consistency. One of the important characteristics that he brings to the table.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Holiday dishes to Gordon. Back to Holiday. Can they get it? Beyond the arc. No good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And now the Pelicans on the break. Gordon's running. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Gordon. Orlando's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Here's Money, defended by Gordon. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Well, you can feel the confidence growing right now for this club at the offensive end.
Really an ideal time to have one of these runs after halftime, but before crunch time. They're setting themselves up for a great fourth quarter.
Here's Holiday following the bucket by Orlando. Outside Gordon. Davis inside, working on Nicholson. Gordon. Outside Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Throws it up high. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. He's got 8.
And they've really come out of halftime with the eye of the tiger. Plenty of fire in their eyes and tremendous focus and intensity.
Here's Evans. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 9 points for Tyreek Evans.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Pass to Nicholson. And it's Orlando with another.
Wow, what an incredible run they're on. This is as good an offense as you will see.
Well, every single guy on the floor right now just feeling it.
Now here's Evans. 9 points in the game so far. And they double up Gordon. They get a hand on it. And here we go with the Magic fast break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Holiday goes in. And the shot is good. Holiday's got 22 points.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Here's Money, guarded by Holiday. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Evans has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Davis up top. Back to Evans. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Withy. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
The Magic shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. They get it back. Low. Soft touch off the glass. 10 points for him.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Holiday goes in. He dishes it to Davis. Back to Holiday. Off with the layup.
Well, it looks like it's in his head right now. He looks tight. He's not producing, and his team's struggling as well.
And finished off by Oladipo.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Magic getting the bucket. And they double up Gordon. And so it's New Orleans with it. Here's Money. He's got 36. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Here's Holiday, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Here's Money, guarded by Holiday. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
How about the delivery in the lane? Just perfectly done.
New Orleans has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 5th foul.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Johnson, a wide open look. No good from outside.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Nicholson with the buckets.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Out to the wing. And they double up Davis. And it's the Magic with the ball. Orlando's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. No good from outside that time from Munn. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Here's Rivers, outside for Robinson. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. 14 points for Nate Robinson.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Money. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Robinson left side. The shot from the low post is good. Robinson's got 16 points.
Good, strong move, and not much defense there.
The feed now to Nicholson, 14 feet away, and again it's Orlando converting.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Robinson passes to Rivers. 1:31 left in the third quarter. Johnson from outside, and again New Orleans with the triple.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Money. He's got 39. Fry, good.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Now, here is Robinson. He's got 16. Johnson kicks to Robinson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
From the high post, jump shot is good. 41 points for Money.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Johnson outside. Pass to Rivers. Outside for Robinson. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Johnson kicks to Anderson. Robinson down low, averaging 9 points per contest. And he gets the bucket. Anderson's got his first basket. 6 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Money. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb, guys, here in the second half. They're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Orlando out in front, just dominating this one. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Holiday. We've got Kyle O'Quinn. Peyton is out there with Jimmer Fredette. Then it's Dwayne Dedman, and it's Fournier in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Anderson. The drive by Gordon. 6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
At the line for the Pelicans, Eric Gordon taking 2 shots.
That one is off. Money's checked in for Peyton. He hits the second from the line. The Magic have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Money. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Assist from
Money's got 45 points. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Holiday dishes to Gordon. Here's Withy. He feeds it to Holiday. Outside Gordon. Dishes to Withy. Outside Holiday. Orlando grabs the miss.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Eric Gordon. That's his first personal foul, 3rd team foul. Pelicans foul. Eric Gordon. That's his first personal foul. At the line, shooting 2. Kyle O'Quinn.
And the first one drops.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
Pelicans shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Now the pass to Slaughter. Fredette comes with the double team. Slaughter passes to Withy. Trying his luck deep. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Here's Money. Over to the left wing. The 3 from Fredette. And that one's good.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
And here's Holiday after Jimmer Fredette hit the 3. Shot to stop the run. It's tipped. 2 on none. No one back to stop this.
Wow, they are just red hot, guys. Not missing a thing.
Sometimes you see a player get on a tear like this, Steve, but never an entire team.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Holiday, here we go, off on the layup.
And I think the work on the boards has been a big key for their success in this game, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it's been total control on the boards for them.
Now, here is Fredette. Passes to Money. The dish to Fredette. Baseline try, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving them there.
Each trip down becoming more important.
Yeah, they need to string some successful offensive possessions together and then tighten down defensively.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Stolen by Anderson. Outside Holiday. And another shot, and it's good on the way in.
And things are going to come way too easy for him if he can get that deep post position.
I agree with you, Steve. You got to deny him the ball down there as best you can.
That's good.
And the threes continue to go down at that end with almost nothing happening from deep at the other.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout. Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. But a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Money passes to Dedmon.
New Orleans foul call. Anthony Davis. That's his 4th personal foul. At the line, shooting 2. Dwayne Dedmon.
That free throw missing. New Orleans making some changes here. Davis comes in for Withy, and it's Austin Rivers in for Drew Holiday. And he ends up missing both free throws. The Pelicans shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Here's Rivers. Makes it off the glass.
Austin Rivers.
Orlando's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Here's Money, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
And the Pelicans with possession here. After the Magic pick up 2. Slaughter passes to Rivers. New Orleans moving it around. And here's Anderson for 3. And he gets it to go. Anderson's got 9 points now in just the second half. The Magic shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Here's Money. Throws off the pick and hammers it home.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up, I guess.
And here they go. And O'Quinn kicks to Fredette. That is good.
Well, they're winning the speed game, guys, getting out in transition.
Boy, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous flow.
Now here's Rivers. Here's Slaughter. Again, the Pelicans score. And so here's Orlando. There's the screen. Here's Money. And Davis sends it back. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Slaughter. The rebound by Money. Money's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Fournier, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Rivers. Back to Anderson. Another steal. Here's Money. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Boy, you gotta love it. A picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprised, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
You know what?
For 2.
Yeah, but it almost makes it a little more special, Kevin. Just grace over power is the way I see it.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. The Magic hitting the bucket. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Deflects the pass. Anderson dishes to Davis. Kicks it to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot.
Remaining in the quarter.
Goes up the baseline, and he nails the jumper. Anderson's got 9 points in the quarter. Orlando's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Davis with the double team. Money passes to Dedmon. He kicks it to Fournier. There's the pass to Money. Goes up the baseline from outside the arc. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying.
I like that shooting.
The other side definitely won.
And here comes Holiday. Pass to Robinson. Puts it up from 12. No good.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. You probably should make that one.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations on the win and leading the way in terms of the points production. How were you able to create shots for yourself?
I think I was just trying my hardest to sell everything got through. A lot of times you can just go through the motions and stuff, but if you work hard to sell a fake, you can open up space like I was able to. Yo, I could make a living in Hollywood with my acting skills, you know what I'm saying?
Albeit grudgingly, I will admit tonight you were the master puppeteer. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game.